Dan Willis here, and we're talking about how to repair credit. Do you have negative items on your credit reports? These marks are significantly damaging your FICO or credit score and include charge-offs, debt collections, repossessions, late payments, etc. How do I erase these items? First, you must get a copy of your credit report from each one of the three credit bureaus. You must do this because you can then see what items on your credit report you need to dispute to remove. You may be surprised that often credit reports will vary on the information they contain from each credit bureau, meaning you will have different information on your Equifax credit report than your TransUnion credit report on most cases. The most effective way to prevent yourself from removing negative items is to file a dispute with a bureau where the item isn't actually on that credit bureau's credit report for you. So for example, if you had an item on your Experian credit report and you disputed that item with TransUnion, but that same negative item wasn't on your TransUnion credit report, the credit bureau will then deem any future dispute attempts as frivolous, which will typically leave you with a less than perfect credit report and in a very difficult position. Where can you get your credit reports? You can get a free copy of your credit report from each credit bureau once a year. Just visit annualcreditreport.com and you can get it from there. You are entitled to a copy of your credit report by the Fair Credit Reporting Act, FCRA. This law was first passed in 1970, and it also gives you the right to dispute any item on your credit report that you feel is inaccurate. In other words, it is completely legal to dispute any negative item on your credit report. The myth that you have to just live with bad credit for 7 long years is completely false. Once you have your credit reports, there are 2 steps to follow. Number 1, settle any outstanding delinquent debts. You may need to settle some debts before you can remove an item from your credit report. However, before you just pay a debt, you should seek debt validation. This forces the debt collector to prove that they legally own your account and can collect on it. You would be shocked at how frequently debt collectors are unable to provide this information. It is rumored that it is common practice for these collection agencies to sell your debt account, but to continue to contact you and try and collect on it. You should never settle for the full balance of your debt if it is verified. Instead, you should start negotiating by offering 30 to 40% of the total debt. For instance, if you have a balance of about $2,000, then you might want to start by offering about $600. Often debt collectors have purchased your account for mere pennies on the dollar and will be happy to settle. You need to ensure that they agree to stop reporting this account to the credit bureaus in exchange for your payment. Number 2, dispute negative items. You will also need to file a credit report dispute in which you challenge the accuracy of the negative items on your credit report. You can do this by writing a dispute letter, and then you must send 1 letter to each one of the credit bureaus. You'll have to dispute each credit bureau individually. When the credit bureaus get your letter and deem it valid, they will conduct an investigation. They will contact the lender, creditor, or collection agency that reported the bad credit about you and ask them to verify the account. It is common for accounts to not be verified regardless of their accuracy, and in these cases, the credit bureau must remove the item from your credit report if it is not verified. It is estimated that up to 80% of all credit bureau investigations result in the removal and unverification of items. This is Dan Willis. Please visit the link in the description below to visit our website, yourbadcreditcard.net, and grab a free copy of our free report, The 7 Super Simple Steps to Clean Your Credit. Have a fantastic afternoon. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and looking forward to talking to you again soon.